Hey, welcome back to Drunk in the Sun with Tom and Joe. It's another great week here on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. As you know, we talk about anything and everything under the sun, and tonight we decided we wanted to talk about our favorite animals. When I was thinking about this episode, I remember a poem that I wrote back in the 4th grade. Actually got published in the book. It's about one of my favorite animals. What's that?
That you actually, with your voice, you sound like you're going to read a poem. So read a poem about his favorite animal, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Joe. One of my favorite animals.
All right, I got to hear this shit.
I don't... You know what? You
don't have it?
You know what's bad about this whole thing is? I don't have it, but I have it memorized. I know it.
That's even worse.
I know, right? I'm going to professionally recite this poem about a raccoon.
Oh my God, that's priceless. How many chicks have you told this poem to?
No.
You remind me of my favorite animal. You remind me of my favorite animal. Let me go ahead and recite this to you. It reminds you of what? My favorite animal. Why are you leaving?
It's a raccoon.
Is it raccoon?
Yeah, it's a raccoon. And you gotta remember, I was in the 4th grade when I wrote this, so it's not like some amazing shit. So, man, how does it start out? It's like raccoon, knockingly, stockingly, as smooth as silk. Coon, something like that. I don't remember. I don't know. I guess I don't know all the words to it. I need to dig up that book.
God. That is hilarious.
Wait, no. I remember a line. Here we go. Never mind.
Say it.
It was just like.
Wait a minute. Hold on. One quick second before you say this line, because I want to hear this line. But before you say it, was this a poem you read out of a book, or you made it up?
I made it up.
Okay.
I made it up
Continue.
in the 4th grade.
Oh, I gotta hear this shit.
Okay, this is exact. I think this is exact.
Raccoon, crockingly, stalkingly, shockingly, dockingly.
Okay, we're done. Yeah,
He was eating some chocolately.
So yeah, raccoons are one of my favorite animals, and I just remember that stupid poem from back in the 4th grade.
It's so fucking funny. The sad thing is you didn't get the poem out, so it makes me wonder how much do you remember of it.
It's only
probably past the part like, wait a minute, I don't remember a silk shirt. Didn't he have a silk shirt on or something like that? No, I could have sworn you said something about a silk shirt.
I said smooth as silk, which is not.
Oh, smooth as silk.
It's not.
Okay.
Well,
that's cold as ice.
Yeah. So
raccoon's one of your favorite. I can see that. Raccoons are pretty cool fucking animals, man. I like them. I do like raccoons. They're not my favorite animals, but they are pretty tight.
Yeah.
I like them for the fact that they're nocturnal. I like a lot of nocturnal animals.
Oh yeah.
I think nocturnal animals are bad as fuck. And before we get started on this episode, what I think we should do is break this up into different sections.
Okay.
So let's break it down to 5 sections. A favorite bird, a favorite fish, a favorite mammal, favorite reptile, and a favorite anything goes.
Okay.
Right,
yeah,
so that's 5. So raccoon's your favorite mammal, right?
It wouldn't be my favorite mammal, no. That was my favorite mammal back in the 4th grade. I'd say mammal-wise.
Okay, so what's your favorite mammal overall?
Right at the moment, I would have to say wolves. Wolves bump them
Wolves?
Up. Yeah, wolves. Wolves are a fox area, yeah.
I like wolves. They're not my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So wolves are your favorite mammal? Why do you like the wolves?
I do like wild canines. I like them a lot better than I do domestic dogs. I don't want to own a dog. I don't think I would ever.
With good reason.
Exactly, with good reason. I wouldn't want to own a dog. It's a lot to take care of, but I'd rather, I can appreciate a wild dog. I think they're pretty cool.
No, you know what? You touched on a very good observation. I'm the same way with you. I would rather observe nature in nature.
Mm-hmm.
I would not want to have one as a pet. That's why it always cracks me up when I hear on the news snake owner was eaten by their pet snake. Right? That cracks me up because you should not have a pet fucking snake. If it's going to get that big and eat you, why have it, right? That's how I am. I'm the exact same way. I like observing nature in nature.
Oh, yeah.
But there's got to be a reason why you like the dogs so much. I mean, is it the pack animal? They always hunt in packs. They're not solitude animals.
Yeah,
So
I'm down with that. I like that part. I like the way they look. I like that environment that the wolves that I'm thinking of are in, like mountainy, woodsy type, foresty type area. You know.
Yeah, that's where wolves. That's where wolves would be
Yeah,
at,
in the
unless they're a
caves,
Mexican wolf.
dens. Yeah, I like all that stuff.
Well, even then, and foxes and coyotes and shit. There's Arctic foxes and desert foxes
and I like
shit
all
like
those.
that.
There's some foxes that live up on my mom's house that I really like seeing when they're out doing their thing.
Yeah.
Like
those are red foxes.
Oh yeah,
and those are fucking sweet. And you know what? I used to never see them that much as a kid, and I always thought when I did see one, it brought me good luck.
Oh yeah,
because it was rare. It's rare to see a fox because they're supposed to be so elusive, right?
Yeah.
So I figured every time a fox would let me see it, it was because I was meant to see it and I was lucky. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It was like one of those things. I get what you're saying because you like the whole class of you like foxes, dingoes, coyotes, wolves.
Yeah.
So that's your favorite mammal. I guess it's my turn to say what my favorite mammal is.
Yeah, let's
right?
hear it. Yeah.
Okay, so mine first and foremost would be a tiger.
Oh, yeah.
I like. For some reason, I love big cats. I love all big cats. So, as my favorite mammal group would be big cats. So it would go from tiger, leopard, cougar, panther, fucking ocelot, fucking. I like all these cats for some fucking reason.
I like it.
Big and wild, bobcats, wildcats. And one, I like them all because they're elusive. Like the fox. And tigers and fucking leopards and shit. To me, they remind me of nature's ninjas. They are nature's fucking ninjas because you don't see them coming. You know what I mean? And
you're right.
And they're both, and all cats, all of them I can think of are solitude animals. So that must have something to do with it. But no, I'm joking because I'm joking. I like the aspect that, fucking this one cat owns this one territory. You come in here, you got to fight it, right?
Yeah.
And that's how tigers are.
Yeah.
It's tight. What's dope as fuck about leopard is, especially in Africa, the African leopard, their back paw will step where their front paw was at.
Oh, wow.
So it only looks like two paws going through this track. And they do the same thing up in the Himalayas with the snow leopard. Snow leopards are the same way. They step in their back and their front paws. Snow leopards, dude, really, they just got caught on camera like not too really long ago. There was not very much photos of snow leopards. They knew they existed. They was able to see them and shit, but it was hard to capture them. It's hard to capture the snow leopard. And there's a bunch of researchers not too long ago that fucking captured some. It was fucking interesting, man. So yeah, I love those. I love the cat. You like the dogs, I like the cats. What's your favorite reptile?
Reptile. I probably have to. I don't know what type, but I probably lean more towards the snake department on the reptile.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that? Because they're evil.
Because I'm afraid of them a little bit.
You're afraid of them?
So it's all let them be the favorites too. Because like I don't know. Like I'm not really afraid of them, but they're pretty scary at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Like what I said. I love seeing pet animals getting, pet lovers getting eaten by pet snakes. So yeah, they're very scary.
Yeah. So like I guess I respect them more. I guess when it comes to wild snake, I don't know what they are. I don't know. I don't have any information to be like, oh, that's a fine snake. You're fine. Whatever. If I see a snake, I'm really not gonna fuck with it usually because I don't know if I'm gonna get killed by it or not.
but you've seen cool snakes out there. Like, what's your favorite kind of snake? I mean,
cool snake.
Because there's so many. You got constrictors. You got fucking vipers. You got.
I'd probably lean toward rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, they're tight, dude.
Yeah, I like the look of them. Cool. Those are pretty sweet looking snakes. And the rattles. At least they let me know before I die.
Exactly. They're courteous. Yeah. They're the courteous snake. They're like, hey, step back. Yeah. Please step back. Please step back. Nope, you step too close. Stop.
So what about you?
Me, reptiles?
Yeah.
I think, honestly, if I have to go with one, it's turtles.
Turtles?
I got to roll with turtle every time. Because there's so many badass turtles, whether it's a snapping turtle, a sliding turtle, a painted turtle, a fucking box turtle, a fucking... You got all kinds of turtles, man.
Oh, yeah.
Alligator snapping turtle. You got all these...
Oh, man. Like, that one at the zoo is amazing. The alligator snapper at the
crazy,
zoo.
Aren't they?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And then you got soft shell turtles with their long-ass necks.
Yeah, those are funny looking.
You know what kills me? What kills me the most about most of these turtles that I speak of are hard shell, and you can't get through them, right?
Yeah.
Well, a soft shell turtle, their shell is not hard at all.
Yeah,
it's like leather and fucking, you know what I mean? Like it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, it's still hard. Don't get me wrong. It's not like you stick a pencil through it and it's getting through. You know, it's still hard, but it's still like softer compared to the other ones. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But I just like turtles. I think they're cool. And yeah, you're right. I had a pet turtle, so that made me. I might be a little biased because of that.
Yeah,
and I know for a fact that a turtle isn't going to eat me.
Yeah,
it may bite my leg in half, but it won't eat me.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
I would hate to be bit by a fucking snapper, especially one of those big ones. Oh my God.
Oh, it'd be terrible, dude. Back in the day, me and my cousins, we went to Indiana one year, and we were in our relatives' fucking backyard. Me and my cousins were playing around, and there was this big ass rock looking thing, but it wasn't a rock. It was a fucking turtle, dude. It was a snapping turtle. It was so massive. We had a fucking metal pole, like one you'd put in the ground, and then fucking would bite at the pole.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? That's how big its fucking head was. I mean, granted, I was only like fucking 8 or 9, so it might be smaller than what I remember, but I remember it being massive. And I remember us fucking with it because I remember fucking, we had the big metal pole, and my cousins would go to the front of it and fuck with it, and I'd grab it by the tail and like move it around and shit. When it was trying to attack me, that's why they had the pole. So if it tried to attack me, they would be like, hey, over here, and then attack me. You know what I mean? That was our bright idea.
Oh jeez, yeah, that sounds like a bright idea. Look, he didn't lose a finger.
I have all my limbs. No, it sounds like a horrible idea. You're correct, but I have all my limbs to this day.
Well,
I think it's because of my fast resilience.
Yeah, all that training for Batman and
it's got to be what it is.
Yeah,
it's got to be what it is.
So, calling the birds in general, what type of bird?
Mine?
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite one is an owl.
Owl?
Owls are the fucking shit, and I don't give a fuck if it's a barn owl, a snow owl, a great horned owl, a fucking all these fucking owls. I just think they're fucking dope as fuck, dude. Because they're the ninjas from the air. And they attack motherfuckers that have no idea that they're coming. They don't even hear them coming. Like, that's what you hear. That's all you hear.
So you see that documentary about them recording the sound waves and shit?
That documentary, that was done by PBS.
Yeah.
And that documentary was the reason why I ride the nuts of fucking owls. Not only did it show the sound wave, because what the experiment you're talking about was they showed the sound waves of what it sounds like when a bird takes off to go get its meal.
Yeah.
And especially birds of prey. Exactly. So they had a falcon, they had an eagle, they had a hawk, and they had a fucking owl.
Yeah.
And all of them made noise, but the owl was the least noise you heard.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't hear it. Owl was just like, and it's gone. And you don't hear it gliding through. And then it showed them gliding through the trees. Like when you see an owl glide through the fucking trees and there's pitch black and this thing can see through the fucking tree limbs, is gliding through it, that's impressive.
Oh,
that's
God,
impressive.
That's amazing.
And on top of that, it was showing owls like I spoke of the snow owls. They're showing these snow owls, but they were looking above the snow and following the vibrations that the mice were giving as they tunneled their way through the snow. And they would soar down, and they would come down and pow and blast on them and take these fucking mice. Yeah, and they were watching from above the sky. So they were watching the vibrations of the earth that these mice were creating.
Wow.
And they'd come down and swoop and take them and eat them.
That's
amazing,
That's
dude.
amazing. Wow. I'm a big fan of owls myself, but I'm a pretty good hawk fan, like a bird of, classic
bird of prey.
Raptor.
Yeah, I'm with you right there with birds of prey.
So
you like the hawks a lot?
I like hawks. I like red tails, and I also like peregrine falcons. But the reason why I like peregrine falcons is because those are birds that can dive like 200 miles per hour to snatch up their food and stuff. And I learned that. Another thing I learned back in the 4th grade, writing a book, I learned about those hawks. And I was like, man, that is amazing. It's something, yes, it's basically falling out of the sky. It's not.
But still, dude, it's Buzz Lightyear. It's controlled falling.
Yeah, you're right. It's controlled. It's more of a glide to the ground, almost high-speed glide, because it's controlled and it just goes out of nowhere, snatches things up super quick. I don't know how you can go 200 miles an hour to the ground and not like crash and die, but if that bird can do it, that's amazing.
Dude, it is amazing. And I like hawks too. I like hawks. I like birds of prey. So,
yeah,
you know, I like birds of prey.
What's your favorite
Fish?
aquatic animal or fish? I got mine.
That's easy.
Mine's easy.
Mine's a cuttlefish.
Oh yeah, what's that?
I love the cuttlefish. The cuttlefish is a badass species that is fucking amazing. So what I suggest anybody doing, if they listen to this podcast, pause this show and go look at a cuttlefish and then listen to this, because they are fucking amazing. Because they essentially are nature's mutants. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do, bro. Like they can morph, they can shapeshift, they can turn their bodies like light. Like so that they can, certain species will light up and like they can make it vibrant, like a Morse code type deal if they wanted to.
Oh wow!
If they wanted to, and yeah, they're related to the squid, and the octopus in that fucking section. But and then there's other species that walk on the sea floor, like they walk.
Wow!
You know what I mean? And they're using their tentacles to look like they're a crab. They look like a crab walking across there, but it's really a cuttlefish.
What the
fuck? They look just like a crab, but they're really cuttlefish. It's the way they're using their tentacles.
Yeah.
And then they're putting spikes in their back and shit to make their skin look like a shell. I'm telling you, they morph. They are fucking mutants. They are just like Mystique and all that, and Morph and all that shit.
Wow,
they're the most amazing species I've ever seen. Like, and they're all small. Like the cuttlefish are small, but you got different species of them, dude. And like they are just amazing.
Wow,
amazing.
Yeah, I need to look those up because I mean I know what you're talking about, but I hadn't really like done any research or looked really into it. But man, that sounds amazing. Fish can do that.
They are amazing.
Octopus. I've seen some crazy videos of octopus getting through tiny ass holes and shit. Those things are wild too.
Yeah, but they morph their bodies too.
Oh yeah.
And octopuses are tight because they'll morph their bodies like a coral reef to snatch up fucking prey coming by the coral reef. Like, they're tight.
That's what makes the ocean so scary, so frightening.
Yeah.
There's crazy shit like that in it. Like, man. I would have to say my favorite animal is just dolphin because I'm afraid of the ocean. I'm afraid of the ocean a little bit, and it's because of sharks and all that crazy shit out there that could eat me. And I've heard so many stories about dolphins saving people. So dolphins can come around me all they want. I'd still probably be afraid of dolphin, but like they're gonna.
The sad thing is, a dolphin would start popping their fins up and go around you, and you would think it's a shark, and then it turns out to be a fucking dolphin. They're like, shit!
I know, right?
It's gonna die. Dolphins are so fucking intelligent, though, dude.
I know they are.
The Army, the CIA, actually not the Army, but the CIA were training dolphins to like patrol the oceans and shit like that. Yeah, look it up.
That's wild.
I don't know what the operation was called, but the CIA or the military, one of them were training dolphins to patrol the fucking harbors and shit like that. They were that smart. And then what happened was, you know why the project was canceled?
Why's that?
When they were studying them and learning everything that they were doing, they came to find out that the dolphins were doing shit on purpose to sabotage their missions, and they weren't doing what they were supposed to do. Like the dolphins figured out if they did this, then these humans would do this, and this. So they said fuck this and and they were doing shit the wrong way on purpose.
Oh wow!
They were doing shit like that's how smart they are.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
That is wild. But they could save my ass from Jaws any day because I don't know what it is, but So are we to our wild card slot now?
Let's give it 2 animals.
Okay.
For me, it's easy.
All right.
For me, it's easy, and they both come from the mammal family.
Let's hear 'em.
Number 1, my first wild card spot goes to the bat.
Oh,
the amazing bat. I don't give a fuck if it's a vampire bat. Huh?
I said that's a great choice, man. Bats are amazing.
I love the bats. And honestly, I love the bats more around here because they're not the vampire bat. They're not the fruit bat.
They're just like
I don't
brown
know what
bats,
they are.
I think.
Brown bat, yeah. They're just brown bats, and they're so fucking awesome because 1, they take out all the bugs that try to bite me, so they take them out.
Yeah.
So fucking that's one I love. When they're flying, they look so fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's wild
My
that they're
biggest reason is
mammals.
because they take out bugs. That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
biggest reason why I love them. And because I just love the way they look. Because they
look
do.
awesome, man.
They look cool.
All right, well, before you hit your second one, I'll pop out.
You know, what's your first?
The Wolverine. Wolverine's pretty cool.
Oh, that's a great one.
But,
That's
you know, I could have picked it as my favorite animal, but I don't know. But they're just amazing for their size. They're so
amazing.
powerful. And they have their big ass paws that help them walk on the snow and shit. And they're a tough animal.
They take down animals that are 3 times their size.
Exactly.
And they'll track that fucking wounded. They'll track a wounded animal for days on end to get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're amazing, dude. They don't give up. They just keep going. They're like, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm right there with you. I really love the Wolverine too. The Wolverine is one of my favorite animals, period, too.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's because you have your top number 1, but then everything after that trickles down.
I know, right?
You know what I mean?
It's just hard
Wolverine
to
is
pick,
one of the high. Like Wolverine is one of the high ones I really like.
Yeah.
Okay, so for my number 2. My number 2 is the Tasmanian fucking devil.
Oh man, I forgot about that. Oh my god,
he's a marsupial. The Tasmanian. The reason I like the Tasmanian devil is the exact same reasons why you like the Wolverine, except that he's not in the snow.
No.
The Tasmanian is down in Tasmania. You know, he's down south. He's down walkabout trying to get people in the nocturnal state. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like, they're so fucking cool, man. And honestly, after I said the word marsupial, the one marsupial that popped in my head that I really like too, besides the Tasmanian devil, is the duck-billed platypus.
Oh my god, that's the wildest creature on the planet, dude. That thing,
I think it is.
It's just like, how is it a thing? It looks so prehistoric, dude. Like duck-billed.
It's fucking tight.
Web feet with claws, with beaver fucking tail and shit. Like, what the hell is that thing?
It's cool because it lays eggs. It's a mammal that lays eggs.
That's why it's still.
That's another thing that blows my mind. One of the reasons I like marsupials is because they're mammals, but everybody's in their pouch. You know what I mean? It's so weird. And the crazy thing about marsupials, all marsupials except one are found in Australia and Tasmania and New Zealand. Actually, honestly, I don't even think you're going to find them in New Zealand. I think it's only Australia and Tasmania. Tasmania only because of the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
And Australia because of everything else. You know? But the one place you'll find them not there is America.
Exactly.
It's the possum.
Yeah.
It's the hideous, nasty, hideous-looking possum. It cracks me up because you know what cracks me up about the possum is the possum looks like the step cousin that the Australians didn't want, right? So in the human world, the English kicked all the people they didn't want to Australia. Well, in the animal world, koalas, the kangaroos, the wallabies, and the platypuses, they're like, you need to get out of here. They're talking to the possum. They're talking to the possum. They're like, you need to get out of here. You can go over there in America. Nobody else wants you.
It's disgusting, dude. I hate possums. Second wild card. Ooh, man. Looking over my notes here, I would have to say my second wild card, I'll go with the grizzly. Because they're terrifying. Grizzlies are badass. Grizzly bears, badass. Oh my god.
If you see one in real life, Jesus.
I would not want to see one in real life.
I have at the zoo.
Yeah, I've seen
at the zoo. And look how big they are at the zoo.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to see one in the wild. Fuck that. No. I would feel like I would already be dead. I'd see that bear, and I'd be like, well, it's done for me. So, you know? Yeah,
exactly.
But bears in general, even a black bear, if I were to see a bear in the wild, I don't even know what the hell I would do. I'd be, oh my god. It's like
I'd shit my pants.
It's like
I would shit my fucking pants. Because I've been in the Smoky Mountains, and if I would have seen a fucking bear when I was hiking in the Smoky Mountains, I would have shit my pants and ran over my family to get the fuck out of there. Like, they'd all be like, what are you running from? I'm like, I can't say. As I'm gone. And then they see the bear behind them, like, oh shit. That's what he's running from.
I know, right?
Run!
A friend of mine posted, like last year, he was hunting. He was posting videos to Instagram, and one of them, he shot a picture of a black bear walking through the woods. And I was like, dude, if I saw that black bear walking through the woods, I would have been left. I'd have been like, well, I guess the hunt's over. You know, I said, fuck that.
I mean, that's crazy. He's probably seen that a lot of times, though, huh?
I guess. I mean, he just posted pictures like, oh, here's a bear just walking through the woods. And he was out there, you know, hunting deer.
But, yeah, and you know what? At the same time, how amazing would that be?
That would be cool. Like,
be like, holy shit.
I mean, the same dudes that have seen wolves through glass when he's, like, scoping out for elk and shit when he's hunting. He's seen wolves out in the wild. Like, close.
Oh, that would be amazing.
It would be amazing and scary as fuck.
Yes. Yes. Beyond scary as fuck.
But like, these things could eat me in my sleep. Why am I doing this?
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
It's
That's
like,
true.
Those are like the land sharks. I don't want to run into that shit. No, man.
No shit. They are the land sharks. No shit.
Like all the cats you talked about and all that shit. I see that on the wild. Like, you ain't gonna see one of those cats out in the wild. You're done. So.
Oh, you're done. No, and that's why I like nature shows. Because I don't have to go out there.
Oh man, speaking of nature shows, and since we're talking about animals, do you remember that PBS Wild America show?
Yes.
That was that was amazing.
You're the only fucking person. You're the only person that knows about that show. I say that to everybody I meet, and none of them know who the fuck I'm talking about. I go, Marty Stauffer.
Exactly. I was about to say it. I'm Marty Stauffer, and this is Wild America.
This is Wild America. Exactly.
One last thing before we go. What do you have an animal that you absolutely can't stand?
I think my entire audience knows this one.
I didn't think that question through because as I was asking,
no, you didn't. You didn't think it through at all.
As I was asking it, I was like, I know.
If it wasn't, if it wasn't a household pet,
yes.
But then my second answer would be a lot of people have them as pets, and I cannot stand a fucking rat.
I know, and I have 2 of them.
Right, like I don't mind mice. Like mice, I have no problem with. Yeah. I don't have no problem with a lot of rodent family, like a jumping kangaroo mouse. I don't think they're cool as fuck.
Yeah.
There's mice. They got mice at the zoo from different countries that walk on walls and shit and boom, we're super fast. Yeah. They're cool as fuck. But a rat, like I just can't stand a rat. You know what I mean? Like, they're just hideous. They just look.
I think they're cool.
Fucking hideous.
I like them. I like my 2 rats. Funny thing is, the animal that I can't stand that I don't like, we've already talked about, and looks just like a rat, is a possum. I can't stand those things. Possums
they're
are
hideous.
just, they're ugly, and I've had a vendetta with them since I was in high school.
No, I agree with you on that one, though. Yeah. They're nasty. Yeah. They're nasty, too. Yeah. They'll eat whatever. Oh, they don't give a fuck.
They're just so gross looking. Like, fuck that. Nuh-uh.
Okay, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this was Drunk on the Sun once again with Joe and Tom. Hello. Guess where we're at? YouTube. Guess where you can find us anytime you want to check us out. Besides YouTube.
Yeah, we're
Facebook, Instagram, Spotify. We're on all that shit. So like and subscribe. And we're going to be here to annoy the fuck out of everybody every fucking week. So check us out. We got new shit coming out all the time.
Yeah.
Peace!